Some changes for Memphis. Jackson comes in for Jermichael Green, and it's Kyle Anderson in for Garrett Temple. 1:16 left in the first half. Here's Harrison, guarded by Fox. Harrison passes to Jackson. And it's blocked, and he recovers it. Sacramento trails by 6. Over to the wing. Uses the glass to finish the layup. 8 points for him.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Harrison kicks to Favors. The pass to Jackson. It's stolen by Allen. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's on Tony Allen. For Memphis, they have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
And 74% has been the mark for them on the season thus far.
And he gets the bucket.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And it's Harrison with the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
And you know what? Up against a weak defense, they were allowed to do pretty much whatever they wanted.
Yeah, what I like, though, besides that, is that they just didn't settle for it, because weak defenses, you could take bad shots. That's not what they did here tonight.
Oh, nice screen. Really a poor defensive reaction, and the obvious result.
Yeah, when you fail to get over the top, more than likely that jumper is going to go down.
And Lopez gets it to go. 5 seconds left here in the second. From deep three-point range, and that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. It's the Grizzlies up by 5. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Derek. Big.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, folks. Good to have you back. Ernie Johnson with Kenny the Jet Smith and the Big Diesels. It's Memphis out in front at the half. They have a 5-point lead. Kenny, some perspective, please.
Well, their ball movement was phenomenal. Now, they're in good position to win this game, large in part because of those assists. And this is the thing, Ernie. When you win as a team, you feel better about everything that happens.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the visiting team.
You know, they didn't play it too safe. They made some really nice shots. Those are some much-needed points, and it keeps them right in the game. As long as they stay on the same page and keep working together, they got a great chance to take control of this game.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's say.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Sacramento trails by 5. Getting underway here in the second half. Here's the 5 for Dave Yeager. Up and in on the layup. 10 points for him.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
To the inside, and Jackson throws it down hard.
And just keeping his teammates involved. This is the kind of leadership you like to see.
Well, you could trademark this brand of basketball, running through the progressions and working around for decent looks.
Now here's Lopez. The feed now to Fox. Stolen. Out of bounds. Sacramento will take possession.
Let's see some of the numbers here on Marc Gasol. He's been on a remarkable tear this past month. He's getting around 20 points per, 8 rebounds, and 3 assists. And just look at those scoring totals. He's been doing what he does best, putting points on the board.
His instincts naturally are to score the basketball. That ability to find the creases in the defense is something you just don't teach, and it's awesome.
Memphis leading by 5 to the paint, and the dunk by Jackson.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Lopez left side. Gasol with the steal. It's Anderson with the drive, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And it's a 9-point Grizzly lead.
They're playing with a huge bit of confidence and some fire here. They've recorded 3 in a row here, guys.
Here's Lopez, and once again off the mark by Sacramento. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime.
And even now in his mid-30s, Marc Gasol is fantastic. I mean, he gives you everything you want at that center position. Strong defender and rebounder, and he has a host of ways to get you buckets.
And with Gasol, he continues to develop his outside shot, Greg, to act as a stretch center now.
Yeah, and really the combination of his 3-ball shooting and his passing, really, even at this stage of his career, makes him a tough cover. You worry if he'll settle too much for that outside shot, but boy, when he is on, there are few answers for slowing him down.
Tough to match up with Kyle Anderson because of how quirky he plays. Changing speeds, plays slow, and sees the floor remarkably well.
And if you're wondering where the points are coming from here tonight, here's a breakdown in the scoring between the front court and back court tonight for the Grizzlies.
And the front court really has been getting the job done, scoring the lion's share of the points and really causing all sorts of problems for the opponent. They are a big-time key in why they have such a nice lead to this point.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. No points in the game yet for him. Good on that shot, and with that, the Memphis lead is cut to just 9 points on the basket from Lopez.
This is where you want the shots to come from, deep inside the paint and high percentage opportunity.
Here's Harrison outside Gasol. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good. Gasol's got the lead up to 11 now for the Grizzlies.
I'm not sure what the coach said at halftime, but whatever it did, it's lit a fire. They're now 4 of 4 from the field to start their offense here in the second half.
Guarded by Jackson. Here's Lopez over Gasol. Gasol with the steal. Out of bounds, Sacramento takes possession. And we've watched a pretty interesting season unfolding in the Western Conference, guys. Let's check out the standings here. Taking a look at Sacramento. The season well underway, and they've been solid in third right now. And, of course, the Grizzlies. They have a lot of ground to make up.
And checking out Sacramento, they had plenty of doubters before the season started, but I can't imagine there's anybody out there that's taking them lightly anymore.
Well, how could you? They're a team that's actually feared at this point, and that is legit. They go into every single game, no matter who's the opponent, and they expect to win.
Shot clock at 6. They get the rebound. Here's Jackson. Count it, and he's now 8 of 9 from the floor.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
For a long time, the answer always seemed to be LeBron James. But it seems fair to ask now, who is the best single player in the NBA, in your opinion?
LeBron James.
Me too.
Didn't you just say his name?
I thought
it was
I
on
did.
my frontal
I was
lobe
thinking
here.
it, and I guess it came out.
We have so many great superstars, but you know, after last year, his 15th season, LeBron James performing the way that he did, carrying his team back to the finals, there's just no doubt amongst peers, and we get a chance to watch him, Kevin. LeBron James is still the man in the NBA.
Did it. A nice shot by Gasol.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
They get it again.
Look at the big fella working on that possession. He knows how to fend guys off and get those rebounds.
Anderson against Jackson. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to go on to De'Aaron Fox.
And the way Mark plays, similar to his brother Powell, a soft shooting big man with phenomenal length.
First free throw is good. And Marc Gasol, a force on both ends of the floor. You forget, Greg, that he's won a Defensive Player of the Year award.
Yeah, Gasol doesn't really want
defense with what he does. I mean, he gets blocks, but it's really his positioning and his rotations are what make him so great. Always involved in plays, and he just seems to be able to protect the rim and a terrific team defender.
Sacramento making a switch here. Sacramento trails by 17. Allen finds Labissiere to halt the run, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing, and the foul goes against Memphis.
Effective at getting those calls. Labissiere is a tough cover with his skill set.
And so he makes both from the line. Memphis leading by 15. Pass to Harrison. Gasol up top. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. Gasol's got 8 here in the quarter.
I love the pace he's playing with, letting his offense come to him naturally and then building upon this lead for his team.
Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Hernan Gomez. Passes it to Brooks. To the paint. Here's Anderson. From down in the low post. It goes. Anderson's got 6.
The tenacity, the attention to detail. It's why these guys are in complete control.
It seems like they've been at it on both ends tonight. Tremendous all-around play from them. Has them up quite a bit here.
Now here's Labissiere. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts. And that monster lead continues to grow. They are just piling it on now.
That's the attack mindset with which they entered the game with, and I wouldn't expect them to let up now.
And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Memphis leading by 21. Here's Harrison. He has 5. Brooks outside. And another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Now here's Labissiere, defended by Gasol. Here's Anderson. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, 8 points for him.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half, sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Down low, Gasol kicks to Harrison. Back to Gasol. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Gasol's got 10 points in just the second half.
And whatever the adjustments at halftime, they are looking really good right now.
Yeah, scratching my head trying to remember the last time that they missed. They're on an absolute tear.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies in complete command. Their lead at 28 points going into the break. From the field. They have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter. for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. They've got Marshawn Brooks. Rab is out there with Hernan Gomez. Then it's Shelvin Mack. And it's Brooks in at the 3 spot. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Now here's Mack. Did you ever think, Brent, that we'd see this many players, 6'10", 6'11", 7-footers, handling the ball and shooting like we're seeing them shoot from that kind of distance?
I'm hopeful for it. I've been hopeful for it, and it doesn't surprise me about what the league is. This is a very select group of people that have the right combination of DNA and genetics, and the fact that these guys are more and more capable with their skill set, not a surprise to me, Kevin.
So fun to watch, too. My goodness.
And that's how you set up your teammates, done with a little bit of flair.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Brooks misses. It's stolen by Hernan Gomez. Now here's Mack. D right on him. Brooks outside. No good from outside. And so it's Dellavedova. He'll bring it up for Sacramento. Bogdanovich, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Bogdanovich got himself in a great spot, just reading where that carom was coming off of the rim and collected it.
For Memphis, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Here's Rab. Brooks with no one around. Good, and the nice assist from Mack.
And when you're down this many points, hard to justify leaving a good shooter that wide open.
Truer words never spoken. Breakdown on the perimeter, D, and the communication severely lacking there. Coaching staff high-fiving themselves there, watching that team move the ball around, doing whatever is best for the team.
Pass to Rab. Mack finds Brooks. Memphis moving that ball around. 6 on the shot clock. Brooks the best to Hernan Gomez. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. Commissioner Adam Silver has balanced his comments between wanting parity, Brent, and recognizing there are always going to be super teams. Is there middle ground there?
Is there middle ground?
I don't know.
I don't think so. You would like to have some of the teams just be more competitive than they are, but some of the creative, circuitous routes that teams have taken to put themselves into position to get better, younger talent has decimated.
What do you call that?
I don't have a term for it.
Okay.
I don't like the one that's used, so I don't have a term for it. Let's just call it setting yourself up for the future, Kevin.
Looking ahead.
Yes, exactly. So I just don't think you'll ever get it. You do hope that some of the starving franchises do have some success for the fans who have they've had to bear a lot. So you root for them.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead. I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
That one misses for Brooks.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
And here are the Grizzlies with it. They're on a 12-4 run. And Mack kicks to Brooks. Here's Rab. Caspi passes to Rab. Out to the right wing. Launches a 3. He's off on that one. Now Sacramento takes it the other way. Here's Jackson. It's tipped. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Mack, good.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
For Sacramento, they've gone just 2 of 8 in this fourth quarter. The final quarter not treating them well so far. Hernan Gomez covering, and the shot goes in. They are now showing NBA games in virtual reality. You and I have actually seen some examples of that. They can recreate almost any angle. Have you gotten a headset?
I haven't gotten a headset, Kevin, but I have watched it. You and I have talked about it several times.
Many times.
It's an amazing experience, and it will only get better. But I really think about if I was a kid growing up in Germany or Italy, and I had an opportunity to pull on a pair of goggles and to watch the game's greatest players from a seat at half court or the cameras that they set up underneath the goal at either end. What a fantastic way to be enveloped by the NBA game.
It's a cool view.
It's a very cool view, and it's only going to get better.
Yeah.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Grizzlies.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And so this will now translate to 14 wins on the season.
And this victory will draw them even in the season series as it comes to a close.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Marc Gasol.
And you have to love the effort he put forth on the glass. He played with a fire no one else could match as he chased down those rebounds.
Commending the unselfish play there. What vision on that pass.
And here's Mack now. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. 29 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Brooks, left side. And he banks in the layup.
And you can tell they're ready to start celebrating a well-deserved victory here tonight.
Yeah, you can see the fans. They've already started celebrating themselves. A gutty performance.
Now here's Mack, defended by Dellavedova. Now Mack. There's a whistle. It's going to go on Corey Brewer. That's foul number 2 for him.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. So long.
Chanel. Girl, just choose a side. What is it that's so difficult for you to decide? You know it's do or die.